Hello there, my name is Casca.
And I'm Cesara.
Today, we will be talking about the Greek goddess Hestia. In ancient Greek religion and mythology, Hestia is the virgin goddess of the hearth, the family, the right ordering of domesticity, sacred and sacrificial fire, the home, and the state. In myth, she is the firstborn child of the Titans Cronus and Rhea.
Hestia is a goddess of the first Olympian generation. She is the eldest daughter of the Titans Rhea and Cronus, and sister to Demeter, Hades, Hera, Poseidon, and Zeus. Immediately after their birth, Cronus swallowed all his children. Hestia was the first who was swallowed except the last and youngest, Zeus. Instead, Zeus forced Cronus to disgorge his siblings and led them in a war against their father and the other Titans. As first to be devoured and the last to be yielded up again, Hestia is thus both the eldest and youngest daughter. This mythic inversion is found in the Homeric hymn to Aphrodite 700 BC. Zeus assigned Hestia a duty to feed and maintain the fires of the Olympian hearth with the fatty, combustible portions of animal sacrifices to the gods. Wherever food was cooked, or an offering was burnt, she thus had her share of honor. Also, in all the temples of the gods, she has a share of honor. Among all mortals she was chief of the goddesses.
The gods Poseidon and Apollo, both her brother and nephew respectively, fell in love with Hestia and vied for her hand in marriage. But Hestia would have neither of them, and went to Zeus instead, and swore a great oath, that she would remain a virgin for all time and never marry. In the Homeric hymn to Aphrodite, Aphrodite is described as having no power over Hestia.
At Athens, in Plato's time, notes Kenneth daughter, there was a discrepancy in the list of the 12 chief gods, as to whether Hestia or Dionysus was included with the other 11. The altar to them at the Agora, for example, included Hestia, but the east frieze of the Parthenon had Dionysus instead. However, the hearth was immovable, and there is no story of Hestia's ever having been removed from her fixed abode. Burkert remarks that, since the hearth is immovable, Hestia is unable to take part even in the procession of the gods, let alone the other antics of the Olympians.
Her mythographic status as firstborn of Rhea and Cronus seems to justify the tradition, in which a small offering is made to Hestia before any sacrifice. Hestia comes first, though this was not universal among the Greeks. In Odyssey 14, 432-436, the loyal swineherd Eumaeus begins the feast for his master Odysseus, by plucking tufts from a boar's head and throwing them into the fire with a prayer addressed to all the powers, then carved the meat into 7 equal portions, one he set aside, lifting up a prayer to the forest nymphs and Hermes, Maia's son. Hestia is identified with the hearth as a physical object, and the abstractions of community and domesticity, in contrast to the fire of the forge employed in blacksmithing and metalworking, the province of the god Hephaestus. Portrayals of her are rare and seldom secure. In classical Greek art, she is occasionally depicted as a woman simply and modestly cloaked in a het veil. At times, she is shown with a staff in hand or by a large fire. She sits on a plain wooden throne with a white woolen cushion and, Robert Graves declares, did not trouble to choose an emblem for herself. Her associated sacrificial animal was a domestic pig.
Greek custom required that as the goddess of sacrificial fire, Hestia should receive the first offering at every sacrifice in the household. In the public domain, the hearth of the Prytaneum functioned as her official sanctuary. Whenever a new colony was established, a flame from Hestia's public hearth in the mother city would be carried to the new settlement.
Hello everyone, my name's Danny. I see you've met my partners, Cesara and Casca. In this video we discuss the Greek goddess, Hestia, but she's not the only Greek mythical being, now is she. Be on the lookout for soon we'll be discussing about other Greek myths.